New Ontario job rules. So there are so many changes happened in 2026. So is it a real change or it is just a government paperwork? How it will be impacted to all these immigrants? Basically, they are looking for the first time, first field job in Canada. I will go one by one for each cases. So the first thing, they removed the Canadian experience requirement from the job post. So it's a positive thing that there are high chances that they will give the fair chance to everyone. Maybe the company would develop a more policies internally that okay, we will invite more candidates, multiple candidates from different backgrounds. But at the same time, it doesn't define that they will select without Canadian experience or they will not consider that criteria during the selection process. Means that doesn't give you the offer. So you need to have that certain skills. If they require certain skills, definitely they will consider you as a candidate. So that's ifs and buts for both sides. The second thing, they ask to mention the job salary in the job description or in the posting itself. So that is a very good advantage being an immigrant, that okay, if they have mentioned okay 45 to 55k is a salary range, pretty much good for you, that okay, if you are targeting something below 60k, being an immigrant, it would be advantageous for you. You go with some entry level positions, competition would be less because you are competing with always the similar kind of people who are looking for 45k to 60k. Because those who are having a strong Canadian experience, strong educations or strong background, they would not be settling for 45 65k. They would be expecting 80 90k when they have Canadian experience. So that would be the advantage for you guys, that you filter in below 50k, below 45k or below 60k and then you apply. That would be the advantage. But at the same time, they told very clearly that if the position has mentioned, it doesn't mean they will hire at the same salary. No, if they have mentioned 80k, if they want to negotiate, if they are getting competitive candidates at a better price or lower price, they can give you the lower salary or they may give you the higher salary as well, depending on the situations. Point number three, AI disclosure, that company has to disclose that they are going to use AI during the selection process. Yes, that's a good advantage, that you will get an idea. But that doesn't define that how they are going to evaluate. Means they are going to use AI during the ATS, means during the screening the candidates. They are going to AI during the interview process or maybe some behavioral situations or some psychological situations. So you don't know about that. So how company is going to use AI, that's not defined, but if they are using, they have to mention. So that's advantage at the one moment, but you will be not envisaging easily that where they are going to use it. Number four, they have to give the response within 45 days of the interviews. So that's pretty much good, that okay, you will get some, even if you are getting rejections after 45 days or when you got interview and then there are 45 days passed and there is no response, probably you will get an idea that it's almost a rejections. So that's pretty much fine, that okay, you at least got the rejection after the interview. There is no ghosting. You don't need to chase multiple times to them. So it's pretty much good. But at the same time, they will find a way that okay, they will have automated emails set up in the system itself that okay, 45 days are gone after the interview, they will send the automated email. So you will not get the reason that why you got rejected, what was the problem, is it something they find a better candidate or is it something they didn't like or you were not eligible for that. So that is a gray area in that particular part. Last one, the real vacancy confirmations. So it is good that the job posting they are doing, it should have the real vacancy, no zombie openings, not just for the data mining and the collecting the data and then no real interviews or just collecting the data after the interviews and no real hiring. So many third-party agencies usually does that. So probably it would be reduced little bit, but there would be always a way, because if there is a company, they have requirement and in future they have some changes in the requirement, project cancellations, project changes, some changes due to international affairs and everything, there are chances they have to cancel the position. So definitely as a company, they have a right to cancel, they have a right to post and all. So it is always ifs and buts in overall situations as an immigrant. In my opinion, I always suggest to all candidates, anyhow, this is my overall observations which I suggested or I found based on my 5 years of experience in Canada being an immigrant, that how the employer is looking the candidates. But in my opinion, you should not bother all the things. You should bother about yourself. You should be worried about yourself. You improve your skills, you make yourself eligible and you target the right positions. there are high chances that you will not be impacted by all other changes or all other approach. So that approach you should focus to get a job. I wish you all the best.